That is the clue that shows the long history between Seel and Seung-yeon. Okay, this.
プロデューサーの昔の番組の名刺。
Seung-yeon's business card from the previous job. Seung-yeon and Seel worked together for over 4 years. The WBSN logo indicated that the business card was issued more than 2 years ago. He recalled the name of the program on the business card. Scoop! Taeyeon had seen the name of the program in an article about the new season of Beastars.
プロデューサーを
I heard it was the
今の地
program
位に
that
上げ
helped
た番組
Seung-yeon
らしい。
to achieve her sensational career. He had never actually watched the program because that was when he was concentrating on the band. He was not even sure if the secret mentioned by Seel was really related to this
他の人
program.
たちに聞いたら知っているかもしれない。
Maybe I should ask the
いつ頃
others
のことなのか、どんな番組だったのか。
about what kind of program it was and when it was broadcast. Then made a mental note it was the name Scoop. He moved on the entry written before the preliminaries. Around June, the Seel wrote about having suicidal thoughts.
もう数ヶ月も前のことだ。
It was written a few months
ベルスタの
earlier.
予選中にはどうだったんだ。
How was it during the Beastars preliminaries? Sort out the notes that were written during the Beastars preliminaries. I mean, it's already October. Preliminaries doesn't seem to extend that long.
予選が終盤を迎えた
End of
8
August.
月末。
Near the end of the preliminaries, there was a line about how Seung-yeon had saved Hye-sung from elimination, and Seel swore that he would eliminate Hye-sung, whom he felt he was unqualified from the audition. Seel also said he would show what he got backing up Ina behind the curtain.
ユーマとクニカが激しく競い合ったチームミッションのことだ。
It must have been written when Hye-sung and Ina went off at each other during the elimination.
8月中旬、
Middle of
Tasca.
August.
予選の途中だった。
During the preliminaries for sure. Dwayne could sense the feeling of betrayal and rage from the short passages.
こんなこと、ひどい。約束と違う。納得のいかない仕事を無理やりさせたのかな。
Unreasonable. Maybe the one that being stalking someone or
7月
something.
末、予選が始まったばかりの頃だ。
Seel recollected his fervor as a competitor as he watched other contestants perform in the preliminaries. He complimented his discerning eye while criticizing some contestants.
再びステージに立つ意思はないと書いてある。でも、諦めよりは未練が感じられる。
Okay.
予選が行われる間、自暴自棄にはなっていない気がする。
He felt contempt towards Hye-sung for advancing to the finals by pulling strings. He felt betrayed by Seung-yeon for her complete change in attitude. He was determined to prove his own power to her by influencing the
8
auditions.
月にはどうしてあんなに怒っていたんだ。
What made him so angry in August? Seel was infuriated when Seung-yeon expressed his feelings of betrayal. He used the words "this crap" and said that Seung-yeon had treated him like a slave. Wrath. What Seel wrote during the Beastars preliminaries indicated no feelings of despair. However, he was infuriated with Seung-yeon about something in August.
この時からそれなりの行動を始めたみたいだ。こんなことっていうほどの何かがあったのか。
He's being forced to investigate on people. Is that it? Some business card that fell out of notebook. The info.
出演者の身元情報。調査を依頼した外注業者とは良くない状態で契約解除になったらしい。
Various materials were good photos of the top 5. But Seung-yeon had forced Seel to check on contestants' background in the mid-August. Collaborator Seel had carried out background checks on the Beastars. After Seung-yeon terminated contract with some background check agency, she ordered him to continue the task.
ナオトは劣等感に苦しみながらもなんとか自尊心を保とうとした。でも任された仕事は出演者の身元調査。
Manipulation. She exploited Seel as he was her marionette. For a long time, she even used him to find out the past of the contestants of Beastars. Seung-yeon constantly bugged and controlled Seel. Maybe she had been trying to do the same thing to Do-yoon. She had comforted him by saying that it was part of the show and his reputation as a betrayer would disappear by the end. She never hesitated in making promises. And how did he respond to her? What was his mindset like? What did he feel when he saw her body at the collapse stage?
俺は確か
It was clearly the feeling of ambivalence. What's ambivalence? I think ambi was like in the middle or like neutral, right? Shock, fear, anxiety, and ambivalent. He thought about Seongyun. She was supposed to help him clear his name, but now she was gone. When he saw her body, a wave of mixed emotion washed over him. Doing shook the distracting thoughts out of his head. He decided to focus on Sales diary again.
プロデューサーはナオトに出演者の身元調査を指示した。
Background checks. He was something annoying enough to explode Sale's long-suppressed anger. In the previous entry, Sale was showing a lack of confidence and disappointment at Seongyun's mistreatment, but as of this entry, there were no more signs of such disappointment. Of course, that was just Doyoon's assumption. The anger led Sale to support Ina from behind the scenes on his own into blackmail that had been sent to Seongyun in early October.
それなりに大きな計画を立ててたんだ。
He was planning something on his
今
own.
になっては直接聞くことはできないけど
Plan, taking his own measure, he must have up to something. The last page indicated that nothing could comfort him anymore. It implied that nothing would change in the world and that he would give up and continue his wrongdoings.
それなりに行動してみたけど結局虚しいだけだった。
But to no avail, it was obvious that he felt underestimated. His self-esteem was constantly going up and down. His inferiority and shame.
本当に
Then he really killed himself. The question brought him back to square one. I think so that he really killed himself. I mean, we have this kind of proof that he already has that mental state of committing suicide. And I think that it's just in the back of his head, and then something triggers that it comes front. Were it is bad enough to induce suicide? What if it wasn't suicide? This question kept ringing inside his head.
やっぱり引っかかる
There's
ところ
something
が
that troubles my mind.
それは
It's... Or it could be not. I mean, always wrong. There's always a possibility that Joo-hyuk or Ina would be the suspect. Like, if you really think about it, before Hyesung died, Joo-hyuk and Ina were the most suspicious, and now Sale died. Joo-hyuk and Ina was still the one who was the most suspicious.
指先にできた
The
いくつもの
wounds
傷
on
だ。
his fingertips.
ステージから逃げる前にはなかった傷だ。自殺ならなんでこんな傷ができたんだ。
How's it going? That's so good, I guess. Oh yeah, now that I realize it, there's a tremor, right? So the surroundings will definitely be shaken off. How's it going? Not so good, I guess. Took a look. It was plug
あんた
hole.
も何か言ってくれよ。
Tell me what you think. It's hard to make a guess from my side. Even if he hung himself, he would struggle to get out of the rope instinctively. Yes, any other ligature marks around his neck, particularly on the front of his neck. Those are the proofs of his struggle. Plughole didn't seem to
憶
agree.
測だったのか
Was it a rash thought? You okay? Anyways, your survival still my top priority. Why? It's for my sister! Why not? You don't want to survive, knowing the truth is important. But safety comes first. Safety. Is it dangerous to know the truth? Suicide or not, if it is the reason he killed himself. There's no decisive evidence any of those. And what if he didn't take his own life? Then what? It happened twice already, can happen once more.
心配しているのか
Is he worried about me? He wants you to survive, clearly, I see. Thank you. Dane dropped his hand and turned around to face the rest of the group.
聞こえるか？だんだん大きくなっているぞ。
ここ
Oh.
は危険よ。そう。とりあえず廊下に行きましょう。
The others pulled Zuyun out of the dressing room. Oh. Ina patted him on the back after arriving at the corridor.
こんな時にスマートウォッチなんか見てんの？
ちょっと確かめたいことがあったんだ。
ここも外もいいことなんか一つもないわ。
So Jooyoung is clearly clear. If there is really a murderer, Jooyoung is really cleared.
犯人探したんでしょ？どう考えてもわからないわ。
You know what?
これでいいのか。
Stop all of this and just sleep. Sleep together.
そうでもないのにあんなことしちゃったってわけ？
So that no one will be separated, and when you wake up, the rescue team will be there. Of course, just be aware. Like sleep with all of you arms crossed, so that no one might kill you while you are not looking and resting.
それはそうだけど。
That's true, but
罪を犯したからあんな結末を選んだのよ。そうだとしか考えられないでしょ。
Ina, maybe you're the killer. Jung's eyes dropped to the floor. I mean, she can be the killer because she can like open the back door, and then the tremble came, and then of course the tremble came and the debris was already on the back door, so you can't really check it anyway. Kyuk stepped forward trying to calm people down.
もう少しすると救助隊が来るって言ってた時間です。
The rescue team will arrive
と
soon.
りあえずそれだけ考えようよ。罪を犯したんなら罪の対価を払うのは当然でしょ。
She's really convinced. Ina was firm, but her face was somber.
あのさ、
Ano sa? Oh no, there's a bit more. I am that. Alright, it's time to change the but I am the attacker. Oh my gosh! I want to click
もう
the
ちょ
I
っと
am
だ
the
け話したい。
attacker. I want to click the I am the attacker. But I think it will mess him up. I'm going to talk about a little more.
何を？
About what?
楽屋で見た状況。
About what we say in the dressing room. You know what? If you're giving me more time, more than 10 seconds, I might really click the I am the attacker. if I convince myself about what we say in the dressing
何か
room.
引っかかったのか。
Something bothering you.
これといったものは
Well, nothing in particular. Jin saved his words, although it's unlikely, there's still possibility. Sam could have been murdered, and the real murderer could be one of us. I really didn't want to think that way. But the more he thought about it, the stronger his doubts grew. That's why he saved his words. He had to talk to them at least. That's all he could think about. If nothing came to mind after talking with them, if everything had happened was simply as it appeared, it would have been too late to get rid of his concerns.
わかった。なら二人は
What other two?
私も今めまいがするくらいよ。
What other two?
多数決で負けたわね。
Well
まあ
then,
いいよ。
we'll go with the majority
長話
rule.
してる場合じゃない。
分かってる。
I know. When will the rescue team arrive? Could you even check the watch or like have a follow up with the rescue team? Okay, let's check with who's the most suspicious.
うん。
There were wounds on his hands.
それは
The kind of wounds that are made unconsciously. Ina massaged her eyes with both hands. There was a brief silence between the two. When a person hangs himself, their body still feels
私
pain.
が思うに
And they instinctively struggled to cut through the rope in order to survive. Although they wanted to kill themselves, their body would still resist. Asuma the other said, do something more about this. That's how she came. Quite unusual. I mean, I know about that, even though I really, it's because of watching something or like watching a lot of videos explaining it. Ask about any other.
もしかして
Are there no other signs? Tell me if you have more information.
違うよ。
That's all I know. I can tell you two things. Ina raised her head and stared at Juyun. If you think it might be a suicide because of the wounds of his hands, you're probably wrong. No matter how closely you look, it's obvious that he took his own life. fingernail wounds. Even if he hung himself, he might have involuntarily struggled to get out of the belt, resulting in wounds on fingernails and the neck. Completely broken. The tablet.
私が思うに
The tablet was completely broken.
そうだったな。
Screen had cracks, the battery was swollen, and it wouldn't even
と
turn
にか
on.
く
He broke it after he went to the dressing room.
それとも
If not, there's no other reason. There was no reason for him to hide his things, and there was no reason for him to run away after spilling his
だ
bag.
とすると
So the only conclusion we can reach is that he broke it on purpose. He wanted to hide something. It would be better if he just showed it to us. If he destroys the suspicion, will grow even more. I mean, he's already dead, so... So what's the more suspicious thing?
Yeah.
What to be suspicious? I guess he wanted to hide something.
でしょ
Desha? Even if we couldn't see it, he wouldn't have revealed it after he got out of here, and he wouldn't have just admitted to the police. It was just trying to avoid the situation at hand. Ina blue eyes turned dark. I'm almost sad. He could have just shown it to us after deleting what he wanted to hide. What he did was pointless. Damaged tablet. Stationary damage. A seal notebook. He said something about me too, did you see it? He said I just needed to do as he said. I never asked him to make me popular. Ina sagged at her shoulders. To be honest, I don't know what to say. Ina, who read Sale's diary entries, I wonder if she knew Sale was supporting her. He just wanted to satisfy himself instead of wasting to show his own it. You should have noticed this earlier. No, it is clearly that his goal is to affect the auditions. He intervened only for his self-satisfaction. He make me popular, support me, that's ridiculous.
それは
To be honest, I was curious what you were going to say.
あっそ
I agree with you, Asa. He tried to control all my actions and followed me around with a word.
違う
Without a
し
word. He said he did those things for me, but I can't acknowledge it. Yeah, you didn't even permit him to do that. And then he's just giving you all these cards. You shouldn't be doing this to me because I did this to you. I did this for you. I mean, you didn't even ask him. Ina closed her mouth and fell silent for a moment. It all boils down to the defiance towards Sungyun. He tried to use me as his pawn. Was he going to claim that he attacked Hyesung for me?
違う
But I never asked him to invite me to this little power game. The truth, it is just self-satisfaction. It is, and he's admitted to that. Yeah, it's just the proof that defiance towards Sungyun, and you're the pawn of his. It was brief, really.
それは
I called out to him, but the tremor died out, but there was no answer. When we forced ourselves in, it was already over. There wasn't much time. Ina nodded weakly and continued.
そうね
That's why I felt like my head is going to burst. I was one step behind. To the remark that they barely missed the chance to prevent it. Feel responsible for that because I stopped the others, regretting it everywhere. It already happened. You regret it, but it already happened. That's all you can do now.
結局
It's too late. No matter how many times we go over it, only regrets awaits us.
ね
Tell me something I don't know, you
え
fool.
違う
I don't want to talk about regrets. We didn't have enough
だ
time.
としたら
You and Jane came back to the corridor and talked to Sale, right?
そうだ
Yes, he would fudge. But that's when the tremor came and you came out of the corridor. When we called him again, there was no answer, and we forced ourselves in. By the wall of the dark dressing room. That's where we found him. It happened only a few minutes before.
あっそ
Yes, just a few minutes. That's when it happened. We group entry back on his body. It's really the both of you, Kyuhyuk and Ina.
そうだから
WBSM is the name of the broadcasting company. It's WBS now, so it's been a few years. Ina suddenly started to tune while mumbling to herself.
あれ
According to Cell's diary, how long have you been working with Sungyun? 4 years. She said 4 years.
そうだった
I
な。
think it was about 4 years.
そうね。
Yes, 4 years.
それは、
WSN changed into WBS about 2 years ago. Ina tilted her head.
つまり、
Beastars Season 2, where he was eliminated in their preliminaries, was held 4 years
そ
ago.
れなら、
So he joined the step member immediately after getting eliminated.
でしょ？
I guess that's how he got his business card. He's been in show business for some time now. I can't believe he's still doing background checks. Rendezvous time. Join company. Star Season 2. Okay, we got 5 cards with her. Spy shots. After seeing the photo,
それが
we must have a reason for preparing that photo. A secret takeaway photo of Seungyeon and Hyesung.
うん。
He don't have anything to say. Jake slowly continued to look at the two and who remained quiet.
どうも
I think the two of them had a relationship beyond what we know.
正直
I also saw them meeting each other in private. Witness, producer Hyesung meet in private. Then caught his breath.
な、
He saw them together? When I mentioned it, he said he's seen it before. To Gyeong saw the picture of Seungyeon and Hyesung being together. Did still investigate that much. I don't think Seungyeon argument would do so. Of course, you're not sure, and like you don't have like it's not the right time to mention it. But now it's the time. So why would I click that?
そんな、
Did Cell investigate that as
そう
well?
ってこと
Since Seungyeon was also involved, I guess Cell did it on his own.
そうだよ
He was probably thinking of exposing it when he couldn't bear her anymore.
結局
Sniping both Hyesung and Seungyeon with one lethal
その
shot.
時は、
The date on the photo is September 15th,
それは
near the end of the preliminaries. Now those in the photo and the one who took it are all go gone. Secret relationship, Shadow Ultra Purge. What? Seungyeon is assumed to be more just a business. She had also apparently approached Kyuhyuk in the past. What did she say? There's a report? Okay. I'm not complaining. Resolve. Challenge Rec acquired? Okay, Rec saw all Kyuhyuk's report events. Whoa! Thank you for trusting me.
ケイ
Okay.
スケさん、大丈夫なのか？
Kesuke-san,
君
괜찮아?
はどうだすごく驚いただろ
本当は、混乱してるんだ。
もう少しの辛抱だ心を落ち着かせて
Thank you.
わかった。ケイスケさんも、
君が大丈夫なら僕も大
Now
丈
this
夫だ
suddenly becomes cheesy. Kyuhyuk bowed close and patted Dooyeon on the shoulder. Yes, bro.
僕のことこんなに話したろ君しかいないよ
Kyuhyuk raised his tilted head.
本当に不思議だな今までしてこなかった話なのに
Okay, I'm listening.
こんな時だからこそ、言えたのかもしれない。
Kyuhyuk shook his head and looked at Dooyeon again.
君だから話せたんだよ崩れる時僕を助けてくれなかったら
Oh, so that's why you got closer.
何もやれずに終わってたよ
Yeah. Kyuhyuk paused momentarily. His wandering eyes were fixed on Dooyeon again.
一人残された時声が話しかけてきたんだどこかに僕を連れて行こうとする声関わったみんなを不幸に追い込んで一人残されるの
Are you the killer?
その時一番欲しかったのは人だった兄弟を求めていたのかもしれない
Oh,
二人なら迷う時間がもっと短かったんじゃない
don't
か
worry, bro. Got
一
you,
人で過
bro.
ごす時間も、無駄だったわけじゃない。
Oh, thank you for saying that.
長くて苦しかった
Oh,
僕はそんなに芯が強い人
no,
間
it
じゃない
suddenly become relatable.
そんな人が、サバイバルオーディションでここまで来ますか？俺は、そのままでもいいと思うよ。
Just the way you are. Kyuhyuk squinted under the blurred lights.
君もな。周りの話なんか気にしないで、自分自身を信じろ。
信じろ。
変だな。こういう話、前にはできなかったのに。
The power of friendship. Kyo raises his head again.
りょ
Ryo,
う、どんなことがあっても、君を外に出す。
I just remember what happened to him in the last round.
誰かを出すかど
Really
うかじゃな
breaking
い。
my heart right now.
みんなで出るんだ。
そう、
Yeah.
僕たちは、もうすぐここを出ていく。
Yeah. Bokutachi wa. Yes. This song is a heavy bittersweet. Save his life. Okay. Now he's back to serious face.
それは、
The jacket at the belt was pulled out from. Oh, I'm on. Oh no! That's mine. Oh. I never know that. He used that too. Jay quietly sunk his head.
正直、
If you look around, it sticks out immediately. The jacket was always hung over there. He'll hung himself with a jacket belt. Did he really
そうかな。
do that to himself? Didn't he run away to survive? Why? Jay quietly bit his lip,
どうも、
thinking he acted on impulse. The door was about to burst open.
そのはずだ。
Look around and found the belt from the jacket was always hanging by the wall. The other end was attached to the metal hook on the shelf. Kyo-hyuk, I.
ひょっとして、
Stop it, you're going to blame yourself. Your clothing was always hanging there. I shouldn't have worn or have the fashion face and have jacket and belts.
違うよ。
It wasn't meant for him to use. Right now, you need to focus on remaining people. Thank you for saving me that kind of thought. Impulsive act. First entry.
りょ
You look really upset. Makes me think I should have moved quickly. Before Cell decided to take his own
う、知
life.
らなかった。
Nobody thought it was going to happen.
もしかしたら、
Even Cell probably have no idea about this outcome. To the remark that even the Cell couldn't have predicted this outcome, we made the right decision to confront him. We just really don't know that he will do it. So maybe the persuasive is more, you know, could be more persuasive.
それなら、
Then we might have been able to somehow stop him. I'm sorry!
Yo.
You and Sale refused to talk to us until the end. But
僕もだ。
I'm the one who was helpless while standing in front of the door. Are you really standing still? A stranger engineering the stage for the master key and they just waited there even after Ino went to the rear door. In the end, the only thing we could do was to take Chris and lunch at the door. Jake stared at Julian with a grim look on his face.
それならば、
I'm the one who failed to persuade him.
違った。
Hugh, that's what I wanted to hear from you. I'm sorry, I'll try to calm down. Take your time organizing your thoughts, but don't blame yourself. Oh, in time, Ina, you keep an eye on back, front and back door. Last page.
なんというか、
You read it, right? He was angry, disappointed, and had expectations, but in the end he gave himself up in despair. Didn't thought about the page of the notebook. That he'll be swayed by empty dreams and continue to commit sins. Impression after reading Cell's last diary. You are not so different from him. Repeated sins instigated by vain dream. But still he shouldn't run away. His choice of suicide. I deny that possibility. We're not so different from him. He just got
結局、
frustrated and everything, desperation. We're probably doing the same thing. Getting swayed by empty dreams. Oh, okay, I'll try to. My mentality continues to go down today with
無理
this.
するな。
During the article contains his suicide note.
ダメだ。
Try not to think about it too much. Dirk looked down at his hand. Till sunk deeper into the feeling of despair as the show went on. His dark actions were revealed and he decided to take his own life.
だけど、
You and the other guy shouldn't do that. You don't have to. Dirk raised his head and shook me. Are we doing the same thing? No, we're not. Look at the other way, you must. Thank you for calming me down somewhat with like last wheel. 9, 10, 11, 12. I still need 4. Okay, tablet.
いずれにしても
We couldn't check his tablet.
そうです。
It didn't even turn on.
明らかに
I saw the swollen battery.
え
Swollen?
考えてみてよ。
Yes, the device was swollen and the screen was broken. If the device is swollen, you can consider it as totally broken. Also, it's doubled down. At the remark that the tablet is broken.
じゃあこれは
When do you think the tablet was broken?
それが
Devices don't swell up like that all at once. It must have been a while ago.
多分
At least a few days.
それなら
So it's very unlikely that he never used a device while in here. You're right, unless an expert repairs it. So the suspicions of him calling Hyesung is not really true because it's already swollen, damaged, or broken. She put her hands on the sweaty forehead.
それなら
So why was he carrying it?
これなら
Why did he try to hide it? And why did he run away after some things were
わ
revealed?
からないわ。
I never know why. What I know is that the device was broken a long time ago. Okay, there's 2 cards here.
そういえば
Sungyeon's card. He also had Sungyeon's old business card.
そうなんですか。
Same TV program which Shell had worked on. She was a producer even back
りょう
then.
くん
Just the name of the TV program rings a bell.
まさか
Scoop enter behind. I think I saw the news article about it, but don't know much about it. Jim briefly stared at the logo of the business card.
それは
That's the TV program that made Sungyeon famous. It was a celebrity gossip show. Oh!
え
A gossip show?
そうよね。
She was notorious for her persistent and aggressive coverage. They chose provocative items and achieved great success. To the story of the old program, where Sungyeon achieved a big success by background checking others. Don't say I guess to Jooyoung. She's always certain.
そうってことは
Did Beloved also?
違うわ。
I was with the group at that time, but no. They were either focused on other
多分
targets. I thought they were minor groups that wouldn't sell. Jing shook her head bitterly.
一旦
Another producer is still running the program. Even after joining B-Star, she maintained her style. But it's not as popular as Sungyeon used to be the producer
私
too.
の考えは
If you think about it, the tradition of background checking started back then.
そうかも。
Oh, so that's the answer. I'm sorry. Maybe she thought it was... Oh, it's Jing's voice. Maybe she thought it was a part of formula for guaranteed success. Remember the variables in the formula? I wonder what Cell's role was. The slave? Took was celebrity. Here's success. Why even bother to obtain our consent? If they were going to just keep digging.
そうです。
Actually, their privacy policy didn't mean anything. The contract only contained a clause to obtain our consent.
間違いないわ。
It's literally unfair. Ching stared at the far corner of the corridor with a bitter look on her face. Do you think it was the same for the staff who did background checks? Huh. What if even the staff who participated in background checking was unfairly treated? A possibility being forced to do background. Yeah. It's being forced on
やっ
them.
ぱり
Maybe he was forced to do background checks. Cell's diary proves it.
そうよ。
You're right. You saw how scared and desperate he was. B-Stars terminated its contracts with the background checks agencies. It's clearly they continued the background checks internally. The feelings of embarrassment and anger from Cell's diary. He didn't conduct the background checks voluntarily.
そうね。
He felt a sense of shame while trying to justify his action by saying that he was only following
結
orders.
局
His depression continued. Intrigued by the collapse here, he ended his own life. Forced in, Sungyeon forced her staff to go background check. Oh, report event too? Okay. Her
これ
soul.
が真実なのかしら。
Challenger Lancer acquired. Lancer saw all during the report event. Lancer? Why is Lancer? Is this the truth?
こんな最後は絶対望んでいなかったわ。
I mean, we have no choice. I don't want even Yasun to die.
ナオト、逃げたかもしれません。自分がやったことと向き合えなくて。
そうかもしれないわね。誰にでも怖くて向き合えないことがあるから。
Doing racist her head again. My
私は
gosh.
向き合ってみせるわ。どんどんそう思えるようになったの。もう逃げない。私を売り払おうとした人、また侮辱した人、誰からもね。
Yes,
このまま何
Juyoon.
も言えずに死ぬより真正面からぶつかってみる。
Yes, fight on. Jing shook her head and straightened herself.
メンバーのみんなにもあのことを打ち明けるつもりよ。寂しくて辛かったってごめんなさいってね。
Yeah, tell them once you survive, and you will survive. I'm gonna swear it. A dim light cast a shadow on the side of Jing's face. Jin took a step forward.
おかしい？いきなりこんなこと言い出したから。
No, it's pretty normal in this kind of situations.
俺はすごいと思います。
You're much stronger than I thought. You did something I failed to do, Jin said to himself. Oh, that's sad.
もっと叩かれることになるかもね。
そうかもしれません。
でもこれからは
Mm.
盾より槍をつかむわ。
Oh, that's why her is Lancer.
盾が槍に変わっていると言いましたよね。
そうよ。もう両手にぴったり馴染んでるわ。
Yeah, it suits you.
私が戦う姿見守ってほしいの。
That's so cool.
次の戦いでは絶対負けないから。
Go, Juyoung, go! Yeah! Yes! Solidly and Rockport up. June made the best of the spread situation. She had protected her honor, but suffered for it. She vowed to overcome it once she got out of this mess. You will get out of this mess. I will make this sure. Okay, I think we got all. Let's call Gyuyuk. Aren't you gonna pick her up?
湧かないよ。
混乱しているだろう。僕もそうだ。
こんな形で終わるのか。ナオトがユーマを殺して。
行ってはいけないところにまで行ってしまったんだよ。取り返しのつかないところまで。
わからない。俺はまだすっきりしないんだ。
手に負えないほどのことだ。
ああ、辛いよ。今まで起きたこと全部。
りょう、もうすぐ救助隊が来る。
Yeah,
そう
it's
したら
already
本当に
sunrise.
終わりだ。そう考えるんだ。
Oh no, we shouldn't forget
最後まで
everything.
しっかりしないと。
I don't think we'll forget it anyway.
最後。
そう、最後だ。
Are we at the end? Keep saying that. Are we at the end?